Meanwhile, many children from the Middle East have written letters to the Nelson Mandela Foundation after it requested children from around the world to write letters expressing their views on the world they would like to live in. Children are often caught in the crossfire of conflict.
One of his passions was children. He wanted children to enjoy human rights, not just in South Africa, all over the world. And he knew the conditions under which they live, whether it's in Iraq, Syria, or Afghanistan. And all of these are efforts to recollect those thoughts from young people, from children. And we are sending out this call as the Nelson Mandela Foundation. As part of our project to commemorate his centenary, we're saying the children of the world also have a part in celebrating Madiba's centenary by writing as if Madiba was in front of them, or as if Madiba would read these letters to say, Madiba, here am I in this condition, you fought for these rights, you fought for this freedom, but I'm not enjoying everything. And these are my conditions. This is what my parents go through every day. This is what my grandmother goes through every day. This is what I go through every day. And all these situations, including the children of South Africa, where we see Michael having fell in a toilet, or many children in under three schools in conditions of health that are really, really terrible, including the life of Sidimeni. We know that Madiba would not be celebrating those kind of developments for children. So we say children must talk to us, and all those letters will be compiled into a book, and we are receiving an overwhelming response, not just from South Africa, but all over the world. This weekend, coming weekend, we will be at the Rand Show, where we will be exhibiting as the Nelson Mandela Foundation. Children are invited. Parents, bring your children, because that's where your children can sit down on Madiba's desk, because we are putting a desk there as an exhibition, an office of Madiba, and children will have an opportunity to write the letter to Madiba, and that letter definitely will get an opportunity to either be in the book or will be on our online platform that we're going to develop.
It looks like the children, particularly in the Middle East, have written lots of letters. What could be the reason?
It's the pain. It's the pain. And when we know that children express themselves artistically and by writing, whether they write on a piece of land in a sand by the sea, or they write on the wall, or write in a piece of paper. But children express themselves, and most of them write by drawings or communicate by drawing their pain, drawing their feelings. And we know that this is one way of children letting out the pain and communicating their traumas. And we feel that it helps them, but it helps them temporarily. We need lasting solutions, because governments, leaders, organizations, corporates, everybody have to respond quickly to the challenges children are expressing through their communication, whether they are drawing or they are writing. Because all of these are not just pain that come from chit-chat, they come from the experiences of abuse, of their homes being destroyed, of seeing their parents being killed in front of them, of being moved from one country to another and having to survive those countries and become old very quickly. In South Africa alone, we have children, 25% of our children between ages of 0 to 6 are not getting mental stimulation. They're not in a facility that develops them educationally, which means children are just kept in either creche, just to be kept as if this is livestock, right? We need a change in our approach from leadership. Decision-making has to be pro-children, not pro-adults and against children. And I think this is important, not just in South Africa, but yes, you are correct. All over the world, in the Middle East in particular, we're getting a lot of response.